1, 2, 3.
Ya empecé.
Okay, so mister, my problem was x squared minus 2x minus 8 over x plus 2, telling me that the limit is negative 2. Obviously, if we try to use algebraic way to solve the problem, if we solve in the denominator, negative 2 plus 2 equals 0, and obviously the bottom part can never equal 0, so we have to solve. And when we solve our top trinomial, x minus 4 over x plus 2 over x plus 2, we can cancel out our denominator, and our brand new problem is where our limit is negative 2 x minus 4. Okay, if we try to solve this in our algebraic way, x minus 4, where x is negative 2 minus 4, our limit equals negative 6. Now, when we try to solve it numerically, I already filled out the numerical chart. We use values that are to the right of negative 2 and to the left of negative 2. And when we input our numbers, negative 2.1, it comes out to be negative 6.1. Input negative 2.01, it comes out to be output negative 6.01. Negative 2.001 input, output is negative 6.001. When we go to the right side of negative 2, negative 1.999, our output is negative 5.999. Our input negative 1.99, output negative 5.99. Input negative 1.9, output equals negative 5.9. Obviously, when we look at the numerical chart, it equals to be that all our outputs are clustering around negative 6. When we're going to graph that, you can see using our binomial that our slope here equals 1 and our y-intercept equals negative 4. So we 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4 is our y. Our y-intercept, if our slope equals 1, is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We go down 1 and 1 to the left. ¿Qué pasa?
Sigue.
So, since our limit is negative 6, it cannot go past negative 6 on the y-line. So that is going to be our graph.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Musk, for my problem number 2, you told me that radical x, square root of x plus 1, where the limit was all positive numbers after 0. So if we use the numerical way to solve the problem, after 0 we have 0.001, 0.01, 0.1. Input, if we input 0.001, it gives us our output 0.031. Input 0.01, output 1.1, input 0.1, output 1.31, and we see that all our outputs cluster around 1, so our limit equals 1. For the second part of the problem, it tells us that we have the same problem, except that we're going to use all negative numbers after 0, so it's all negative numbers. Obviously, our x is inside a radical symbol, and we know that we cannot use negative numbers to find square root because it will give us an imaginary number, so the limit for the second part of our problem, the limit does not exist. On problem number 3, you told me that using where the limit was infinite, our problem was 2 minus 3 divided by x. Using the numerical way to solve the problem, where did I put that marker? We use big numbers as our input. Input 1,000, it gives us output 1.997. Input 5,000, it gives us 1.9994. Input 10,000 gives us output 1.9997. Input 20,000, it gives us output 1.99985. And I don't have my marker to write it on the board, but we can see that all our outputs cluster around 2, so our limit for my third problem is 2.